I got a 2008 Chevy Aveo, and we're gonna be replacing the throttle body. I had a narrow code P2101 throttle accumulator position performance, and so I had my car was limited on the throttle I could do, so I was thinking, well, maybe that's a throttle position sensor. So this item here is the throttle body, and it's got, I'm thinking it's a throttle position sensor slash the actuator that controls the flap, which I heard it can take your finger off. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna get started. Try to get a best view here. So I guess we got, looks like it's a 10 millimeter for the throttle body. I'm gonna go ahead and take the battery off here. It looks like a 10 millimeter also. I guess after you replace this, it's gonna need to relearn your idle position or throttle position. So I guess taking this battery off is gonna help with that, resetting when we put the new one on. And I guess what you gotta do is you we have to let the vehicle idle for 3 minutes and then shut it off. And then we're gonna, and if that don't work, from what I hear, we're gonna have to drive it above 40 miles an hour, is what I read. And then shut it off and let it idle again for 3 minutes, shut it off, shut it off for 60 seconds, and then repeat if you have to. Then reset any codes that you might get. So I normally don't do long videos, but I figure what the heck. You know, maybe you let them know what you're getting into. So I removed the giant airbox hose, got the top two off. And we're gonna take these off next. These vacuum lines. Pair of 9s or 8s or whatever you got. Slide this thing back. Have to get a screwdriver to break it a little bit. That ain't working. You get to see the real deal. No magic here. Let's try. I'm trying to break it loose here. Ooh, so that looks like it's antifreeze in there. Well, that's good to know, because if your car's hot, that might be blowing out. At least this car's been cold, it's been sitting. Thought it was a vacuum line, it ain't a vacuum line. Don't know why they'd had antifreeze running through there, but guess you learn something every day. unless it's unless it shouldn't be going through there, right? Oh, goodness. I guess it'd be good to have a magnet, I guess. Oh, thank goodness. Well, this one's a little different looking. I guess it comes down to we might have to remove this guy too. Well, I can leave that one there. It's always easier said than done, isn't it? That's kind of crazy. What the hell? You can at least turn it or something here to get it out of the way. I don't know what. There we go. Finally. Okay. In here. Other screw off or bolt or it's coming loose now. And we have a connector on there. I figure maybe we can get it in here where we can see it. Darn screw. Oh, it's a nut on there. We call it a screw or bolt or it's nut on that. Screwdriver down in here. Now that come off. There's the old one. I still don't know why there'd be antifreeze running through there. So I'm gonna check, make sure the plug looks the same. Boy, you can't even. Looks like there's 4 in a row and then 2. And this is definitely leaking something, kind of need to freeze out of that. Or maybe it's throttle body fluid or turn signal fluid, right? All right, just kidding. All right, so connectors. Look the same. All right. Here comes the fun part, I guess. Go ahead and plug that back in. Well, I guess that's how you get to your alternator, huh? Gotta take that thing out to get your alternator. So it looks like it'd be an easier job if you took this off to get your alternator. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get these started. I'm gonna screw them all the way on just to make sure you don't cross thread anything. This one's the long bolt down on this bottom right. The rest are nuts. I'm gonna do a star pattern. Really didn't even check, make sure the gasket was okay, but I guess you can look at that. Okay, put these hoses back on. Okay. What did I forget? This big guy here. Let's see if I turned it. Yeah, well, real simple. I'm going to tighten up these connections. thought it was going to be a lot worse than that, but this actually ain't too bad.
I'm going to be there on the red carpet talking to all your favorite celebs. So if you got questions you want to ask them, please hit me up on Twitter and on Mario. In the meantime, let's make a prediction or two. First, what do you got? Best motion picture music.
All right. And now all we got to do is get that battery connected. Get some toes out of the way. Never anything to hang. All right. Benny, your backyard mechanic. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start it up here and see what she's doing here. So I'm gonna open the garage door up. And see if there's any codes that I need cleared. Idling. It was idling at 1500 RPMs. This is my fancy dancy stand. It already sounds like it's dropped down. I don't see any error codes at the moment. I do have a low air tire, but we're at 1000 RPMs right now. So it must have relearned it. I'm gonna go ahead and run it for 2 minutes. And then shut it off, turn it back on, and I'm gonna take it for a run. But it seems like it's actually working right now. I haven't pushed the throttle to see if it's come out of the it's called the forced limit engine speed or throttle limitation, but we'll try that here in a couple minutes. If it sounds good, and I'll post this video so you know what you're getting into.